Hi friends, it's Jason, your marketing professor for SEO and SEM, and this week I want to talk to you about something that has come up in some of our past assignments and is going to come up again in the next couple of weeks. Let me turn down the music here just a little bit, listening to some Genesis from 1973. What I'm talking about is identifying who our target customer is. As we're going through our final projects, we talk a lot about finding the right keywords and finding the right customer segment. But one of the things we don't talk about much, and I want to encourage you to do this in your final project, is having the discussion with our fictional customer about who the target customer is. And here's what I mean. Say you're talking to Nike, a lot of you are using Nike, or Lululemon, or in some cases even a local coffee shop. It's very easy to ask the question, or even make the assumption, better yet, that everybody is their customer. Everybody who drinks coffee, or anybody who does workout, or anybody who has feet who wears shoes. But that's not entirely the case. I know I've mentioned this briefly, but I really want to lean into it this week. Every company has a target customer, has one particular type of customer who gives them most of their revenue. And if you were to sit with them, and I encourage you to do this if you actually get a chance to lean into this as your career, to sit down with their bookkeeper and look at all of their customers, because they probably don't know the answer, and say which customer segment gives you 80% of their revenue. This is the old 80-20 rule coming to life again. They probably don't know. Because what we want to do is find out who that small 20% of their customers are that give them 80% of their revenue. Because we want to spend our time and our energy focusing on that one small 20%, because that gives them 80% of their revenue. Because think about this. If we spend all of our time and our energy trying to talk to 100% of their customers and only 20% give them 80% of their revenue, that means 80% of our efforts are focusing on 20% of the money they make. Well, that's almost a waste. What if we could take all that effort and put it towards one segment that gives them all their money? That's money much better spent. That's effort much better focused. And that's a campaign that's much more targeted. And in the end, your customer is going to appreciate the results they get. And they're going to appreciate you more because you understand specifically who it is they want to target. But I promise you, most marketing consultants, most digital marketers don't have that conversation. They say, yeah, I'll do your SEO. I'll take your website. I'll do 5 keywords for $150 a month or $5,000 a month and anything in between. And they really don't know who specifically they're targeting. They're going to say, oh, you're a coffee shop. I've got these keywords for coffee shops. Latte near me, coffee shop near me. And they think that that's what everybody's searching. But I promise you, if you're trying to target my son, who's 19 years old, and he goes to a coffee shop, or you're trying to target me, I'm over 50, and I go to a coffee shop, you probably want to face your time and energy focused towards me. And the reason being is if my son goes to the coffee shop, he usually goes by himself, maybe with a significant other. But that means when he goes, he buys a drink for himself or maybe for 2 people, and let's just say he spends $10. But when I go, I bring the family, I bring a client or several clients. My average ticket, no joke, when I go to the coffee shop is $30 or $40. So if you had to spend money on the same keywords, would you want to target my son or would you want to target me if you could only pick one? Right. Now my son, he's going to learn all about the coffee shop organically. That just means free. He's going to learn all about it from me through conversations at the dinner table, through friends, because they learned from their parents at the dinner table. They heard about it from somebody else's friends, blah, 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 blah. They're going to learn about that conversation. They're going to be part of that 80% who learns about conversations through other people, and they're going to bring that revenue in, but they're going to bring about it just happenstance. The older folks who are going there for business or to work on their great American novel or to do work because they work remotely, those are the people you'd want to spend your time and energy focusing on because arrogantly, we've got all the money to spend. So it's very easy to think with our head and our heart, but we're really not thinking with our wallet. So I want to encourage you to have that conversation and think about that as you're working on your final project and using that as part of your decision-making process, identifying the perfect customer, that one customer who represents 20% of your customers who give you 80% of your revenue. That's the Pareto principle, the 80-20 rule, and it is as consistent as gravity. Take it for a spin this week. That's all I got for you. If you have any questions, let's connect for a one-on-one session if you need to. And don't forget office hours, Tuesday evening from 7 till 8 o'clock Central Time. I hope to see you there. Time's ticking. I'll talk to you soon. See ya.